there, my Battlefield friends and fans. Welcome back to Battlefield 5. Yes, I'm actually playing Battlefield 5 again because I just can't get over the first bad impression I had about this game, and it really upset me in a way because I'm such a huge fan of the series and I just couldn't believe that I felt that way. But then I was like thinking, you know, those things that bother me may be fixed, so I kind of like told myself to be optimistic and things probably will be fine. And then I was like, well, in order for me to play this, I need to do something about the darkness, because I cannot play a game when I can't see the enemy. And that could just be me, that just could be my graphic settings. But you can clearly see in this video too that the blacks are way too dark. And you know, I'm not playing this on a TV, I actually play this via a projector, which is always a little bit darker. But I have compared that to Battlefield 1, which doesn't have this problem, so I still want to say this is a Battlefield 5 problem, not a Battlefield 1, or a Battlefield problem in general. So, enough about this. So what I basically did, I just went in and played again with the brightness the first time I tried it. I think I probably turned it up a little bit too much because everything just got really washed out. And then it was the opposite to, it was too bright to see the enemy. So I basically just went up like 3 points, and even though it's still not perfect, it made a difference. I can actually now play the game and actually enjoy it, even though there are still things that bother me about it, but I'm not getting into this again. Like I said, those things may be still addressed because a lot of people have things that they don't like about Battlefield 5, and I know DICE is really cool about it. They usually listen to their audience, their fans, and they tweak and adjust, especially if they feel like there are a lot of people that say the same thing. So I'm playing here with the STG-44, which is a gun that I really like, even though it's got quite some recoil that you have to get used to. I'm still trying to get used to it. It's kind of pulling to the upper right, I believe, and a lot of times when an enemy just runs straight at me, I kind of get into the panic mode where I just push, you know, pull the trigger down instead of actually pumping, and then I get a lot of recoil and I don't get the kill, and I'm sure this happens to everyone that gets into this kind of mode, but that's okay. You just have to learn to kind of pull down the gun in this case, and then it works pretty fine. So I've been playing here with the just default gun that you get right off the bat when you start the game, without any attachments or anything. And mid-game I will actually add some attachments so you can see how that goes. And I actually had a lot of fun playing with the attachment. It kind of makes a lot of difference, especially in this gun. There's a guy right there. So it's always like a cat and mouse game. That's what I love so much about Battlefield. Come here. Alright, this happens to me a lot. I get killed like in the middle of throwing a grenade, and sometimes throwing a grenade because I hate when this happens to me, and those are usually the moments where I'm like, I should have thrown the grenade because I could have gotten a triple kill or whatnot. So this is a really good example of why the recoil can make it really hard to hit someone if you basically just spray, unless you shoot at the hip. This gun is really good out of the hip, but it's just so that you will learn pretty fast to kind of tap fire, and of course that's easier said than done for most people. Because when you have someone run right at you, the one thing you want to do is just kind of spray a ton of bullets into that guy. And that's why it's crucial to kind of really get used to the gun and get used to the recoil and just kind of know how to handle the weapon, and then you can actually get really good with it. So I was thinking I'm gonna actually try for the first time since I play this game, rank up a gun and see how it is with the attachments. So I'm trying to just get enough points here so I can finally get some attachments, and I should have them very soon here.
We have now taken objective.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone. I just knew where I got shot from, but I didn't really see anyone at all. So now I'm gonna see if I actually should have enough points to get some attachments here. Let's see. Yeah, we have aperture. I don't know what that is. That looks weird. A medium scope. That's good. I take that. I try that out. So what else do we have here? Nothing here on the muzzle. Oh, we have some paint jobs here. I'm just gonna try that out. I don't really care what kind of color my gun has, because when you actually notice, when you run around in a map, you don't ever have a chance to look at people's guns because you're so busy taking out enemies. So for me, it doesn't really care what my weapon looks like. But here we go. I have it all green now. Kind of ugly. But look at that. That scope looks like a sniper scope. That's insane. But it's actually, even though you see better, it's not easier to take out people like that, because the recoil is just insane. Especially if you look through the scope, you feel like the recoil is even worse. And I'm not sure there if this guy is actually alive or not. I think he was dead. I feel like they just have to make better indications of, you know, when you actually kill someone or not. I feel like it's not as clear, so I really hope they're gonna make this a little better here. And now that the sun has gone away, the shadows have become a lot softer, and I feel this looks a lot more like Battlefield 1 now. Look at that. All of a sudden the game to me looks more like a war situation here. It's all kind of foggy and smoky, and you can really see the enemy back there. Can you see the details now in that darkness over there? Because there's not this harsh shadow. This is exactly how it's supposed to be. Is this an enemy tank? I'm not sure. I think it is. I haven't tried that C4 yet. I'm hearing footsteps. I know someone is... Oh, there you go. I knew someone was approaching. I just didn't know where from. Oh, I just missed that guy. I'm going to stay out here and just going to protect this area a little bit. Trying to get used to this new scope. Oh, here he is. Come on, poke out. Poke out just a little bit. Oh, of course I'm running out of ammo. That's just like so typical. This happens to me all the time. I don't pay attention to my ammo. And the one thing you really have to learn in this game, that's also something you don't know right off the bat, is that when you spawn, try to fill up on ammo and health right away, because you do not spawn with full ammo and full health. So now I'm trying to go see if I can take out that guy. Yeah, he's obviously had a sniper rifle, so I didn't have a chance there. That's okay. I really love this STG with the scope. And you could just see the recoil on it. It's insane, but it's so much fun to use with the scope. And the scope really helps to see enemies where you probably wouldn't notice them otherwise. Especially I, who has so much troubles seeing enemies in a distance. Because of that graphics problem, I feel like the scope could probably help with that situation. The one thing I haven't really figured out is how you call in airstrikes. Not that I necessarily want to call in airstrikes, but I really was curious to find out. I was actually really disappointed to find out that there are airstrikes that you can call in, just like in Call of Duty, because this was one of the reasons I was leaving Call of Duty, was because of people calling in airstrikes all the time, and it kind of made the game not fun anymore for those people who didn't have the airstrikes, of course, because you were just constantly bombarded, and at the end people were just kind of staying in buildings in order to avoid getting hit. And so I was like, are you kidding me? Now they're putting this into Battlefield? Why would you do that, guys? Please. So in order for me to understand, you know, if this is a good or bad thing, I wanted to actually kind of know how do airstrikes work. And in the meantime, after I did this, actually played this game, I was kind of doing some research, and people were saying you just have to accumulate points, and it's something, you know, when you have enough points. But I don't know, you know, I see now next to my name I have like over 10,000 points, and it says hold LB RB, and I think that's probably how you call it an airstrike. I didn't know that at the point when I was playing this game, and I'm definitely gonna try that just to see how it works, because in order for me to just kind of be fair to this game, I want to make sure I understand everything, and then, you know, if I still don't like it, I can further criticize it. But I really want to be open-minded here and try everything out and see how it works, if it's a good thing or a bad thing. And it could even be that, you know, if people really dislike airstrikes, for example, that DICE is going to remove them, or it's going to make them different, or make them more fair if they're not fair. I know DICE is really good about that. And I have to say, now that the brightness is up a little bit for me and I can see enemies better, I actually have noticed that I have more fun playing this than I had the first, you know, couple of days when I played this. And so I'm a little bit more optimistic now that this could become a good game, as long as they fix all those things, and I'm sure they will. So I'm not a fan of the other map, really, still not. I've played it a lot and I still don't really like it. I don't know what it is about it, but there's always maps in every game that, you know, certain maps, certain people just don't like, no matter what. Like that guy. This is one of those moments where I was just really glad I had that scope on. I don't think I could have taken out that guy as easily without the scope. I don't know. But I really like this setup for this gun, and I think next time I will try to rank up another gun and then maybe make another video. I don't know yet. I'm just gonna try as much as I can in this beta to really find out, you know, if I end up liking this Battlefield game as much as I like the previous Battlefield games. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And until next time, happy gaming, take care, bye bye.